Are the Jags using Travis Hunter correctly?
Nope. Again, nope. He is a rarely gifted cornerback.
Yeah.
You can't find those cornerbacks. He's maybe not quite Deion, but he's up there in the second echelon with all the others you want to throw in, the Reeveses and the Champs and the whoever else you want to put. He's in that realm already. But as Akib will say again and again on the show, we do miss you. Hope you see you back next Thursday. As Akib says, at corner, you have to get into the flow of the game. Mm-hmm. You have to get your corner legs underneath you and get the rhythm of the game. You get the rhythm of the receivers you're covering. If you're going to take their best and you're going to travel with him, whatever you're going to do, you have to start to mirror him and figure him out. You can't get thrown in and out of the game. He plays 25 total snaps on defense last night to 39 on offense. On defense, that's, as you point out, 39%. It's not enough. I talked to Deion before the draft. I know him well, and he said I would use him in pro football exactly the way we used him in college football. Mm-hmm. At Colorado last year, he played a ton of snaps because he's rare. He played last year at Colorado 714 offensive snaps to 748 on defense. That's 87% on offense to 83% on defense. Deion said he's fully capable, and then Troy Aikman said last night on the telecast, he had talked to Deion before the game, and that Deion said this kid likes three things. He likes football, he likes video games, and he likes fishing. And then Troy added, in no particular order. Well, this is what Deion will tell you, that Travis isn't driven to play football. It comes so naturally to him that he just has fun playing it, but you have to keep him engaged. You don't want his mind to wander because you're barely playing him on defense and then he plays a little bit of offense. You want to keep his interest level high on both sides of the ball. And he's capable of doing this because he's a spectacular athlete. And we saw the one circus catch that he made last night on the deeper ball, and then we saw him make two Jags miss on the little underneath ball.
We saw that catch.
Okay, all right. And again, we know he can do that, but so can Brian Thomas. So can a bunch of receivers.
Thank you, Skip, you're saying that catch he made, the 44-yarder, you're saying a bunch of guys can do that.
Yes, a bunch of
Brian
guys
Thomas can do that. No, not a bunch.
Can, man.
Okay, continue. Go ahead. I'll wait for mine.
You're going next. Don't worry.
Okay, so the point is that they're wasting him at cornerback because I'm looking at the snaps. There were 2 games in a row. It was the second and third game where they actually played him a little more on defense. They played him 62% and 68%. He should play every snap on defense, every game, every snap, and then work in at receiver if you want to do 50%. But Deion would say 70%. It's hard to practice him on offense, so it's hard to get the rhythm and the timing down with the quarterback. But Deion did it in 95 and 96 with the Cowboys. He is such a rare ball athlete where if the ball's up, it's just his on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
He'll go get it.
Yeah.
And you have to utilize his gift on defense because it's rarer than his gift on offense. You want to go?
No, go ahead, Coach.
I know everyone's going to disagree.
When I seen that catch last night, I was like, Cody gone. Here Cody goes.
Hey, first thing I wrote down on my notes. I'll start with this, though. I respect Deion. He's one of the all-time greats. I respect Travis Hunter. He's one of one. He's a phenomenal football player. I don't know if he could do what he did in college in the NFL because you're playing 17 games. You're playing you're playing grown men. It's a lot on your body. That's not even counting the playoffs and the preseason and fall camp. I'm not saying he's not capable, but that would be extremely tough, especially for a rookie, both physically and mentally, to get through an entire NFL season playing 80+% of the snaps on both sides of the football. But with that being said, What I think the Jags should do, and I'll die on this hill, man. I think they need to put them on offense. They really do. Or at least just give them a couple games on offense.
And no
Only
defense?
offense.
And no defense. Play primarily offense.
Boy, that's the
That is the
all-time
offense
waste.
and you talking.
I know, but so to your point, Skip, you're saying, and Akeem said, I'm glad Akeem's not, I miss him, wish he was here, but I know I'd be 3-on-1 in this one.
Toasted right now.
But to your guys' point, when you say, it's not as easy as it sounds, when you say, let them play defense and give them some packages on offense, that is so tough if I'm Trevor Lawrence to go out in a game when we're getting a couple reps at practice to say, this is a third and crucial situation, or red zone, like you guys were saying last week, to where I go, I'm going to trust that Travis Hunter is going to be where he needs to be, even though we've only ran this maybe 2 or 3 times this week at practice. Because in practice weeks, you only get a couple amount of plays per period. You don't sit there and go, hey, let's run this same play 20 times over and over so that we have it. No, we got a whole other game plan we have to worry about. But going back to that catch, not everybody in the NFL can do that.
Was it a great route?
Yeah, he was open.
Was it a great route?
It was an improvised route. He ran it deep over.
No. Was it a great route? That's the simple question. Yes or no? Was it a great route?
Yes,
or
he was open.
Just run?
He was open.
Was it a great route?
Yeah. What do you define great route? He was open. He had the corner beat deep and the safety was on his back hip.
Shift this guy over and then get open. No, he didn't.
He beat him with speed. How's that a bad thing? He beat him with speed. And he won. He had 2 defenders on him.
It's not other fast receivers in the league.
Anyways, okay.
Anyways.
No, but that's part. Yeah, I'm not saying other guys can't get open. That wasn't even part of my argument. It was the route. Part of my argument was the fact that he was running full speed, had both defenders beat. Trevor Lawrence underthrew him, and it was a hell of a throw. He had to run up. He had pressure in his face. I'm not saying it should have been perfect, but he underthrows him, and he has the body control to stop, turn around, make that catch underneath him, had the DB taking out his legs, the other one going over the top. His left hand slightly came off the football too, and he still controlled the ball through the ground.
He did.
That is, I don't care what anybody says, there's not a lot of guys that can do that in the NFL. There is a small set of guys that can do that in the NFL, and that's how good Travis Hunter is on offense. On top of that, even with the underneath catches, he had one in the game on the right side, caught a little underneath route.
Did.
Made 2 guys. 99% of the NFL, 98% of the NFL, receivers are getting tackled right there for 2 yards. He makes 2 guys miss and picks up 12. And then has another explosive play on a short pass. He is too dangerous with the football in his hand to only use him for 50% of the snaps on offense and then throw him in a little bit on defense as well.
But before this game, what did you see from Travis Hunter?
Same thing.
4 games, I saw almost nothing.
He was.
Wait, what are you saying? From
Travis Hunter on offense for the 4 games before the 5th.
He's not getting opportunities. He had 13 catches.
I saw nothing.
But that's what I'm saying is they're not giving him opportunities.
And I hear what you're saying.
He's playing 50% of the snaps.
He played 39 snaps on offense?
Yes. 39 on offense, 25 on defense.
He was 3rd in targets.
But he had 3 targets and he caught all 3 of them though.
He was 3rd in targets.
Okay.
So if you're 3rd in targets, what he did last night, freaking incredible.
Okay.
Caught the ball, explosive. Make you miss, get a first down.
Yep.
What happened the next play? They took him out.
Yeah, they did the same thing on defense too, though.
Okay,
They take him out.
Thank you.
He played 2 snaps on defense.
You're making my point.
He started the game
You're
on defense.
about to make my point. Be cautious. You're about to make my point. They took him out.
Be cautious.
Right.
What happened after the big catch? They took him out. What me and Keith and Skip is saying is he could play defense all game and do what he did last night. Nothing changes. They are not being creative enough to draw it up. If you go back and watch, you study the game. Study the game.
Yes.
He was a part of the offense. They kept sending, who was they sending in motion most of the night? Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
He can do that and still play all the snaps on defense. What he gave them last night, 3 catches for, was it 64 yards? The big catch, whatever. That's because he's so skilled. He's one of the greatest athletes we've ever seen, definitely now in the NFL. But what he can be on defense, you can maximize who he is, because if you're not targeting him or drawing it up for him, then what are we doing here? So he has that great of a play. I'm watching it. I'm texting all my boys like, this kid is special. He caught that pass, shift him, go get a first down.
Yes.
And then you took him out. I can leave you on defense the whole game and have you do that. I can leave you on defense the whole game and have you run the route he ran, because I know once I get the ball, I need Travis here.
So you think you can leave him on defense the whole game and still play 39 snaps of offense?
You don't need him for 39 snaps of offense.
So you're saying just play, okay.
You can play defense the whole time and get the production you got last night. That's what I'm saying.
But if you see those type of plays on offense, doesn't that make you think, I need more of that? Let's get the football in his hands.
No,
He is
it makes
too
me
dangerous
think we can get this
to
every
be on the
game and he can maximize on defense. Because what
So
he
why-
did last night, you can still get that every game. Because it's not like he's doing this and they're trying to find him on offense. They're not trying to find him. He was third in targets last night.
But if you take away 39 snaps, if you lessen that,
what's my man name?
and you only had 3 targets and
What's my man
39
who had
snaps,
the
he's not going
touchdown?
to get the same amount of production.
What's my man who had the touchdown?
They're gonna-
Parker Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They targeted him. They could have did that with Travis. That's what I'm saying. Like you can be a 100% defensive player because you brought up, well, there's things they put in on offense that on these plays that he needs to. On defense, there's checks. Like we watched one of the greatest plays in Super Bowl history, arguably the greatest play in Super Bowl history to pick. When Russell Wilson threw the pick.
Malcolm Butler.
That was something that was fixed on a Friday
Yeah.
in practice. Those things like that, you can't miss out on.
And the same thing applies to offense, though.
No,
Yes,
because on
because
offense,
you
you
could
can
have-
use him these couple ways
But the thing
and
I'm
get
telling
what
you,
you
Gerald,
got last night.
But you can run one route from the slot, and you know this. It can be cover 2, cover 4, cover 6, cover 3,
Absolutely.
or man.
And it's all
and
different.
your route will be different based on every. You either need to take the middle, you need to work vertical, you need to expect back shoulder. On option routes, I need you to break out, I need you to sit, I need you to cross face. There's so many things within the offense.
If you
that-
are a consistent wide receiver, but what he did, the point I'm making is what he did last night, you can be a DB 100% of the time and do that. The route he caught a short little pass. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring you in. We're going to give you the ball, make something happen. Come back out. We'll see you on defense, or we might get you back in on offense. Run that same route he ran, throw it up to him. He down there somewhere. Here, go make a play.
I agree.
He catch the ball, take him out. That's what they doing anyway.
Yeah, but you know what?
They're doing it anyway.
What Travis Hunter would do for that offense, because then that would give more targets or take less pressure off of Brian Thomas Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Every great number 1 wide receiver in the league, I promise you, has a damn good number 2 or
need
a
a number
1B.
2. I agree.
You need one. And I like Brown. I think De'Ami Brown's a good player. I think they have some of that. Parker Washington, they have some guys on that roster that can step up. Their tight end who went out yesterday.
He
he's
did,
been a
Strange.
Yeah, been really good for them this year. But if you put Travis Hunter in that offense with Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah.
And let me
And they
clarify
in
this.
different spots.
Let me
Remember,
clarify
you
this.
You seen them at the backfield when they did
Yeah.
split backs. That's what I'm saying.
And that, you're telling me that doesn't put stress on the defense? And you're not thinking
don't have to play
when
offense
Travis Hunter comes
consistently
in,
to do that.
I guarantee you
It's a
the
gadget
defense,
guy.
hey, 12 alert, 12's in, 12's in.
You know, we call that gadget guy.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
But
Now
that
we know
makes you
something's
think,
going
you're
on.
already proving my point right there. That makes you think more. He's on the field. We got
But
to
if
worry
he's
about
on
him.
the field consistently,
Then
now
you have
we just
to-
play our defense.
No, but then you game plan against him and Brian Thomas Jr. You have 2 legit pass catchers on that side of the football that puts more stress on your defense. And they got to get the run game going. That's another factor. And Trevor Lawrence can't be the leading rusher, Patrick Mahomes too. But outside of that, in the pass game, if you have a Brian Thomas Jr. and a Travis Hunter that plays every snap, that is going to put so much more stress on a defense than him coming in and go, hey, gadget play for 1 or 2, and then he's coming right back out. Let me ask you this,
So
too.
what's he going to give you, 64 yards doing that? Because that's what he did yesterday.
And that was his best day.
On 39 snaps, imagine if would they have 68 snaps, I think, on offense? Imagine if he plays 60 of those. And then you get 120 yards. And then you get 130 yards. And then Brian Thomas eats one game because they're focused on Travis. And now the pass game's getting a little bit better. And you know, again, they're 4-1, so I'm not saying anything bad about the Jaguars. But to the question, I will die on that hill. I think they need to try him out on offense first. Give him 2 or 3 games of 100% offense. And then go from there and see what the production looks like. And then after that, if you want to try 100% defense, do that. But the way they're using him right now, for how good of a talent he is, I don't think they're maximizing his
if he's
potential.
playing 100% offense, now you got to prioritize getting him the ball.
Or you just put him in the game plan as your X or Z, and then you work him the football when he's open. And they're going to I promise you there's going to be times they're still going to focus on Brian Thomas Jr. He's going to be their primary concern, and then that's when you get one-on-ones with Travis. And then that's when you get on some of those crossers.
But
and
the
that's when you
reason
get him on
I'm
the screen.
asking you, the reason I asked you was that a great route is because he threw it up to him. It was like a effort. He down there,
But he
underthrew it, so he had to go make a play. It's not like he out here routing people up and he just, I'm open. You're not giving me the ball. That's not what's happening.
He can do
Every
that,
time
though.
he's catching the ball, it's a quick little route, catch it, make something happen. You can play corner all game and go do that. You
I
can
watched
do that.
a lot of Travis Hunter film in Colorado. He can absolutely route anybody up. He can run every route in the route tree. His route running is smooth. He understands defenses. He understands concepts. He understands spacing. He has very strong hands. He's not the biggest guy in the world. Strong hands. He is an elite talent at wide receiver. I know you guys keep saying there's a ton of those guys in the league. There's really not. There's a handful of guys that are premier playmakers on the outside, and then there's a lot of really good number twos and really good second-tier wide receivers. Travis Hunter, in my opinion, is not in that category. He jumps up into that top tier.
So out of the number twos in the league, how many number twos could have did what he did? Jump up and make that catch.
And that, not a lot. I'm telling you, right, that catch, you guys are not giving that credit
was a
or
freak
catch that
athlete
credit it
play.
deserves.
But what I'm saying is he just threw it up and he said it's a 50-50 ball. Go get it. How many number twos can do that? A bunch.
No. I disagree. Yeah. I've seen a lot of guys not be able to make that catch. I've seen a lot of guys not be able to make easier catches than that one when they're open and they're struggling with some of the
Okay, Cody,
contested
do you
catches.
think Travis Hunter can make a Pro Bowl at cornerback in this league?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like he can make lots of Pro Bowls.
Yes.
Like he could be a Defensive Player of the Year candidate
Yes.
at cornerback. That's how rare he is at that position. He's better at that position than he is at this position, and you can't find this guy. Look at what Patrick Surtain is doing for Denver right now. He's changing their life.
Your point
So
is because of his instinct.
Yeah.
You can't teach that part. You remember the pick, and y'all find this. Remember the interception he had versus TCU?
do I?
He was
Yeah,
covering.
the wheel route
he
to the
came
back.
off
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
made it. That's what I'm saying. That's
you
not.
know,
That's different.
listen.
Look, that's.
I don't want this to get lost in everything. I think Travis Hunter is a damn good cornerback. I'm not saying that he's not. I'm not saying that he wouldn't flourish if he plays in DB. And to your point, I said that in the pre-draft process. He has a cheat sheet at all times.
Yeah.
He's inside the mind of a wide receiver. He knows when I'm outside leverage or I'm at the top of the numbers, okay, 90% of the time it's an in-breaking route. I know when he lines up with this spacing, things like that. Same thing on offense, though. I know when a DB's inside leverage. I know when they make these calls. I know what coverage looks like. So he has a cheat sheet at all times. And I'm not saying he wouldn't be a great defensive player, but I think he's just too explosive and dangerous with the ball in his hands to not be out there playing wide receiver.
Well, again, I feel strongly both ways. You know, like I agree with your point, and you should agree with ours, which means he can do both. I said from the start, he will revolutionize the National Football League on both sides of the ball because he's going to be the first modern era two-way player to make Pro Bowls on both sides of the ball. He will do that.
And I agree, Skip, but they tried that. It felt like they went 45 snaps the first game. Then they go 81 snaps the second game, 79 the third game. Then they drop him all the way back down to 45. And against San Francisco, didn't play one defensive snap, I think, after the second series or in
he
three
played
quarters.
9 total.
So my question is...
So he played offense the whole time in San Fran?
Not the whole time, but he played a lot more on offense than he did on defense.
But he
38
played
to 9.
Yeah, 38 to 9.
38 to 9. How'd they
38
go?
snaps to 9.
How'd they go?
Yeah, I mean, he had a great catch on that last drive,
did.
the cover 2 shot that he went over the middle and made an unreal catch.
Okay, so last night he had one pass defense. They put him on Travis Kelce. It was a third down play.
Yep.
You can say that's smart because that's the obvious place that Mahomes is going to go with the football.
Yeah.
I thought Travis should have caught it. It sort of hit him up here. But I'm
Kelce,
watching
Travis Kelce,
Travis
you're
Kelce.
saying. Yes.
Yeah. But I'm looking at Travis Hunter losing interest on defense. Because I can just tell when they're pulling him out of the game during series on defense, where he plays a couple plays.
I agree.
I think we all agree they're not.
We all
using
agree.
them right.
We're just we just disagree on which side of the ball.
I think it's just me. What's the most dependent position in sports?
It's wide receiver.
He has to get the ball in order to do that. At corner, I can do my thing. I'm out here.
Yeah.
I'm out here. I don't need y'all to do nothing for me to be like this. Because I can lock him down and take this whole side of the field away.
You can.
Because I don't need you. Now, I need y'all I need y'all to rush. But in order to do my job, I have to do my job. As a wide receiver, I need you to do your job so I can get the ball and show y'all what I can do. And that's why he should be a corner. Because he doesn't need the quarterback to maximize who he is at that point.
So you're saying that a corner is more important than a wide receiver in the NFL right now?
Yeah.
It's a harder position to play.
So
the hardest position
why
in
do we
football.
pay wide receivers significantly more than they
Cody,
pay corners?
I never give my opinion, but I actually agree with the boys because if the Jags wanted a wide receiver, right, they traded up for Travis Hunter. They could have taken Tet. They could have taken Emeka Buka. Look at their numbers. 351 yards for Tet, 444 yards for Emeka. If they wanted a wide receiver out of Travis Hunter, why did they trade up for him? He needs to be playing corner.
But the context, no, Kinsey, and that's a great point.
Yeah.
But the context with that is, Tet and Ibuka, they're not playing defense. They're playing 100% on offense. My whole point
I
is
do
if you
think
put,
Travis should be on defense primarily, barely on offense. That's my opinion.
If you put Travis Hunter 100% on offense, I guarantee you he would have the same exact production. I don't want to take away.
No,
I don't want to take away from Emeka Ibuka right now.
I saw 4
That other
games
guy's
before
over there.
yesterday.
Ibuka's
I
playing some
saw
good football.
4
No,
games.
that
with him.
other guy's over there, Brian.
Oh, you're talking about Brian Thomas Jr.?
Yeah, he's over there.
Yeah,
Come on
but
now.
he's still going to get the football. He's still going to have. I mean, we saw what he does with the small
He
sample
has
size.
to get the
Let me ask
football.
you this: and why do you think it's a Liam Cohen-based thing? Why are they putting him so much more on offense than they are on defense? If they think that he could be better on defense, for everyone
The
thinks
head
We're all
coach is
confused.
an
We're all
offensive guy.
you think that's the only reason?
Yes. It's literally
We don't
the only
agree with
reason.
it.
The head coach overrides everything. I'm the guy. Look at what I just did with Baker in that offense. They couldn't run the ball, and then they ran the ball. Look at what I did. They hired me because they said, "Look at what he did with Baker. We didn't do that."
But to your
with
point, if he's an
Trevor."
offensive-minded coach, wouldn't you think he'd understand that? All right, play all defense, and then I'll use you on packages on offense because we can still get the same production.
I'm saying
he's not
that-
showing.
I'm
he's not
saying
doing that.
exactly. I'm saying we all saying he's doing it wrong.
Okay.
And last night, what he did, he can do that with how many times he got targeted? 3.
3 targets, 3 catches.
Okay, I can target you 3 times, 3 to 5 times every game. Go lock somebody down over there.
Yeah.
I can do that every game and get that. Because all I got, you said, he's rare. Can't nobody make them catches. All right, since can't nobody make them catches, I need you to go do one of them every game.
I'm not saying nobody can make those catches. I'm saying
You just said it's rare.
it is rare.
So let me use your rare.
There's not a
rare
lot of
means-
guys that can have
rare
that body
means
control and that
minimal.
concentration.
Rare
that-
means
that-
minimal, right? Like, it's not many people that
And those
can-
ball skills.
This, okay.
Yes, yes.
I'm going to use that rarity,
Use rare.
3 to 5.
Okay, I think we all agree.
Yeah, I got to tell Cody to end this. That hill you're standing on,
Yeah.
it's getting lonely over there.
Hey,
Hey, you definitely going to dive there because somebody going
There's,
I'll tell you.
hey, there's no
You get
no
stifled
food,
in the
there's
hill.
no water, there's just
Nothing.
you're just standing over. I think you don't even have any clothes on anymore. You're just naked
telling
on
you
your
right now,
hill,
As long
right?
as you know you're dying up there,
I'm
Cody.
telling you right now, just wait. If he starts making some more catches like that and proving my point, I'm gonna
I
come
don't
with
want
the
to
facts.
wait. I
Come
hope
with
they
the
just
receipts.
change him to defense.
Give
But-
that man the football.
Okay, we all agree that they're not using Travis Hunter the right way. Let's move on. So for this week's Sunday.